Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to another very clarified episode of what's going on in the next patch. I do believe that I made some video that you guys quite did not understand the big change. The big change is that if you have a tier 7 cruiser versus a tier 8 cruiser, any cruiser, doesn't matter if it's light, it has literally our tier 8 cruisers and above the same caliber. Today's in live server they do have the same penetration. So if I go for shores, if I go for Belfast, they do have the same HE penetration of 24 millimeters. This will be changed by plus 1 millimeter in the next patch. However, all tier 8s and above, they also increased the armor thickness. I'm talking about tier 8 cruisers versus tier 7 cruiser. So what happened is that this Belfast will be power creep like hell, and I believe I'll go so far. I urge you to make a ticket to Wargaming to give the money back, because here's the deal, it's a game changer that you screwed up the armor layout of all other ships, and this you leave this ship alone. I will explain you what I mean, and for that reason it's you are facing any other tier 8 cruiser in Belfast or Helena or Shores, you do have today's live server same penetration, tier 8, tier 9, tier 7s, tier 6, 24 millimeters for those 152 millimeters guns. Alright, so same rule, fuck their rule. Next patch, sorry my language, it will be a new change. Every tier 8 light cruiser like Chapayev will receive a new HE penetration buff. For that reason, to show you that I really mean that what I'm saying right now, it's screwing up all tier 7's cruisers versus tier 8 big time. And in two ways. In one way, it's that even the bloody shorts and other, I will explain exactly what I mean. Today's live server, I own this ship, I have 24 millimeters of penetration. I of course do not have IFAG, alright? This is a tier 8. This will not happen the next patch. This patch, all tier 8 and above cruiser with this 152 millimeters guns receive whopping 6 millimeters or better H penetration, which basically means that you are literally shitting on all tier 7s and below cruiser. It's not even a fair fight of two reasons. You have plus 6 millimeters in penetration. I know all cruiser will receive plus 1, so literally will be only 5 millimeters better penetration between, let's say, Shores and Chapayev, to make it extremely clear. But then, guys, we are going for fact, and we are going for the UK, and this is just an example. The buff, the second buff, I'm talking about the tier 8. This is live server, the Albermerle, the tier 8 heavy British cruiser. You see here 25, that it's not the case. Next patch here it will be increased in armor in 27, which basically means the Belfast shores cannot penetrate anything beside this part, superstructure and bow and end deck. I repeat, in the near future, I'm talking about next patch, Belfast, Shores, and any other 152 millimeters guns, they need IFAG to penetrate 27 millimeters, because tier 8 been buffed in armor and HE penetration. So it's a big game changer that Wargaming decide not just to heavy cruiser but all tier 8 cruiser to receive plus 2 millimeters in some parts. The only part they left alone is this part and this one. Otherwise, this has been buffed, and this 30 millimeters, it's still strong enough that it will shoulder all tier 7s, light cruiser, you name it. So guys, without saying too much, why make this a big deal? It is a huge big deal, because let's say that you, as a Belfast, you want to have a IFHE. Why you pay it's minus 50% or put your enemy on fire. That's huge. But the thing is, and this is mine, you buffing all cruiser at tier 8, but then poor 6 and poor 7's cruiser, what the hell they can do? Remember guys, and this is extremely important, Helena cannot penetrate Baltimore at tier 8 almost nowhere beside the superstructure if the Helena does not have IFHE. But then even this ship, or even 152 millimeters like Chapayev, received this huge buff in armor and HE penetration for the same bloody guns, but they left the all tier 7 cruisers and our premium ones alone. So guys, without saying too much, they kind of screwed this one big time, the tier 7 cruisers versus tier 8 without any competition. Matter of fact, here's the deal. They buffed the armor of all tier 8's cruiser, and they buffed the HE penetration of 152 millimeters, but they left the tier 7s alone. And now you are absolutely useless when you are tier 7 cruiser facing a tier 8 or tier 9 cruiser, because literally they can only shit on your armor. Because what armor? You see? This is a heavy cruiser. I'm not saying that she has the best armor, but let's go for the teir 3 and let's go for the, let's say, any tier 6 Fiji. And you're gonna see in real life a teir 3 ship. You see how big difference in the armor. You have nowhere near, not even 25 millimeters, 19 as the best, versus you 30 and 27 all over the place beside here. And the same story guys, if I'm going to, let's say, Belfast is squishy as all hell. Just look at this, 30 millimeters. This part is 19 millimeters, only very tiny small 51 millimeters, but you know, that's so small tiny place, it's not even fun. And by the way, she does not have heal. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say guys, and this is my honestly opinion, how about Atlanta? Atlanta cannot, not even with IFHE, harm a Baltimore, for crying out loud. That ship become a pile of crap because you don't have range, you don't have armor, you don't have nothing, you don't have smoke. Yes, Flint has smoke, but in my honestly opinion, even Flint has been power creeped. And this is my final word, Wargaming screw up this difference between tier 7s and tier 8, and by the way, you will face tier 9. And my final conclusion, it's why even bother to play a tier 7, or another question, who's that idiot who's gonna buy a tier 7 cruiser? Why not go for tier 8 or tier 9? Because that it's a huge damn gap in health, in range, in armor, and the best of all, in HE penetration. And I believe guys, without saying too much, that Belfast does not deserve to being so much power creeped. And when I purchased her in maybe in 10 games, maybe I was top dog in 8. Now it's the other way around. You play this ship in 20%, probably you are top dog, in 80% you are underdog. And then, you know, you don't have quite the damn rail guns like Soviet. Sure, you do have smoke, you have a good concealment, you have all those OPness, but the thing is, now it's a game change for next patch. And this is extremely important information. Do not trust Wargaming. Even the most overpowered cruiser in this game can be, shall I say, power creep to the ground. That absolutely everyone who's aiming at this ship can delete it in one freaking salvo. And the other way around. Let's say, and this is another nerf to Belfast. Today I have 9% to put your enemy on fire. I do believe that I do not have any flags or demo expert, just a regular captain, alright? Now, if I put the IFHE, that percent to put your enemy on fire without flag, it will be only 4.5% to put your enemy on fire. 4.5. Let me put it this way. At 4.5% to put your enemy on fire, it's literally, you're lucky if you have 2 fires in the entire game, 20 millimeters. So it is a huge nerf, of course it is. Can you deal with other tier 8 cruiser if you don't have IFHE? No. Only what this poor cruiser become a destroyer hunter, because you know that's the only thing she's going for her. Because remember, the destroyer does not receive any stupid 2 millimeters plus in armor plating. This bullshit, I believe, guys. They definitely should think twice to doing this change, and perhaps this most important, change the bloody stupid matchmaking, because now it's very unfun to play a tier 7 cruiser versus tier 8 and tier 9. Today's live server, tomorrow next there will be more this stupid unfair, but I have no idea, guys. I would like to say that, and this is the most important, do not trust wargaming. This used to be the by far the most broken OP ship in the entire game. Is it next patch? Seriously, guys, is it? I do believe the answer is no. Because the truth is that it's a huge damn gap in armor, in health, in range, a tier 7 versus tier 8, and it should be that unfun. Hey, I see you, I can shoot you. You see me, but you cannot return fire. What the hell not? You don't have range. You don't have heal. I have heal. So, in my honest opinion, here's the deal. Why the hell play this ship when she can face so many tier 9 ships which have crazy, I'm talking about exceptional range. Some ships at tier 9, they do have a whopping 24 kilometers in range. This sucker only have 15.4 kilometers, and good luck hitting anything fast at 15.4, not even the destroyer, because the shells are too lazy. You have to give a lot of lead. This is not a rail guns, you know what I mean? So she's fine close quarter. Closer you are, the stronger this ship is. But on the other hand, if the battleship are just looking you at the wrong time, you will be instantly deleted. Remember, you don't have any heal. So that's the special. And guys, if you are a destroyer captain, no matter where you aim to the Belfast, you do full damage beside this tiny part place. And of course at the water line you kind of are strong, but who's gonna aim for this? You know, you are a pretty significant big large target, and most of your it's 10 and 13 millimeters, and I believe, guys, this is bullshit wargaming. You're going for 30 millimeters at tier 7 all the way to 25 and some parts 27 for all tier 8 cruiser. Then what the hell even worth to play a tier 7 cruiser? And by the way, this is not just the only premium tier 7 cruiser wargaming released. How many other tier 7 cruiser wargaming released, and it's the same freaking unfair fight, that you don't give her any armor, any advantage, and you just shit on the premium ones, and you buff the rest entire tier 8 and above cruiser. What kind of bullshit idea and business is that? Because the thing is, and this is the final word, I will not purchase a tier 7 and below ship, never ever, never, because it's not fun, and the wargaming, they screw up big time. The matchmaking, the armor HE penetration, and the health pool, and the armor buff to all tier 8 and above cruisers. Have a good one, guys. Take care and bye.